All right, we have a key man's guide here that gives the 10 keys to success in a drive. One, you have to have management's interest and backing, because he's the man who authorizes the time off the people on the job to tour our agencies and to conduct the campaign among their employees. With this backing and interest, you get untold hours of time. We ask them to, again, provide payroll deduction as a convenient method of giving. We've made 200 calls to date on top corporations and given them the background of the United Fund, the progress that's been made today, the fact that we're serving 1 out of 4 people in Dallas County. But it's a very carefully planned approach so that we can explain all of the messes that we need.
Well, do you ask them to form some sort of a committee at
Yes.
that company?
Top man in a major corporation can't give his time, so we ask him to appoint what we call a firm chairman. The firm chairman enlists other aides and associates in the company, depending on the size, to break down the campaign in the method that a company operates its business. Now, there are there are meetings in companies, say at least monthly, among management personnel. All right, at that management meeting, our movie is shown, and those persons are educated. Then they go to the next level of whatever guidelines the company uses to conduct its business.
Well, how do they go about setting quotas for their different departments?
The quotas are established on last year's giving record normally, and the campaign increases needed. But quotas are not pushed in any company. The most important thing, in our opinion, is to give everybody the proper story for better understanding, and we ask persons to consider a gift of an hour's pay per month. Now, if you got an hour's pay per month from everyone, we'd be raising $25 million instead of $9.5 million that we have established as a quota. But we do ask the company to at least establish a quota of last year's giving plus the needs for this year.
Well, how do you think, I'm sure you're aware of the criticism that has been leveled against the programs in different companies. How do you think this type of attitude has come about, that coercion seems to set in or something like that? Is it as a result of perhaps overzealous workers within United Fund?
I think that's the proper word, overzealous, because the policy of the fund is to sell, not to tell, not coercion. The people, or a great number of the people conducting these campaigns within the company, are recipients or have been recipients of service or have known of someone who's a recipient of service. It gives them a spark and an enthusiasm, which perhaps in a few cases they might become overzealous. I personally, I can't sit here today and deny that there might be some isolated instances of implied pressure, but we certainly don't know of them. When we hear of them, and once in a while we hear of one in past campaigns, we go to the company and point out that there is a problem and let the company solve its own problem. But it can only and simply be an overzealous person, because management wants good morale among the employees. They don't want disgruntled employees.